Good evening, I'm John Bowl.
And I'm Vicki George. We begin tonight with a WLKY News exclusive, the first significant development in the wake of a problem we exposed in a recent investigation.
2 lawsuits were filed today accusing Kentucky counties of not caring for stray dogs and cats the way state law now mandates. It's the latest chapter in a long-running attempt to force Kentucky animal shelters to follow minimal humane standards. In several Target 32 investigations spanning more than a decade, we exposed the horrible things going on in Kentucky's animal shelters, often hidden away on private property, where dogs were starving, shivering, or sweltering in windowless darkness until they were shot to death. Our reports prompted legislation mandating minimal humane shelter standards, things like protection from the weather, including heated quarters during cold weather, and adequate lighting, ventilation, and sanitary conditions. Kentucky's counties were given 3 years to comply, but our investigation found many counties all over the state still in violation after the deadline passed.
But I think it's really a matter of priorities, because the people who are running the local governments have just decided we're not going to do it. You can't make us, and we're not going to do it.
So the Animal Legal Defense Fund is filing lawsuits in Estill and Robertson counties, alleging they're not complying with the humane shelter law, and submitting photos that they say back up their claims, like this one. This is the Robertson County Animal Shelter, characterized in the lawsuit as a shack.
These minimum standards for shelter laws are about as low on the totem pole as you can get. These are just the minimum whereby we make sure that the government is not, in effect, torturing the animals it picks up. This is not the Hotel Hilton for these dogs. That's not what we're expecting to see.
The humane shelter law contains no enforcement provision, so the only way to force change is by filing lawsuits.
Well, we have so many counties that are so bad that I'm sure that this is going to be just the tip of the iceberg. These are 2 of the worst, and we can only hope that the other counties will now begin to look at what they're really doing and make the improvements that are necessary.
So the Estill County judge says his county does a good job for its size. And I just got off the phone with the Robertson County dog warden. He called the shelter conditions there pretty sad. And he was told by his boss, quote, "We're not going to do anything about it until we're made to do something." He said right now it's probably over 100 degrees inside that windowless shack you just saw. And he says a few animals have died inside.